All right. This is going to be a very, very, very long one, but we're going to be taking it very, very gradually, one step at a time. Okay. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to take a business that is making zero naira and grow it and start making a lot of money from it. Okay. This knowledge alone can make your marketing work better. Okay. Now, this is the fundamental of business growth. This is what you need to do, what you need to put in place to start making a lot of getting a lot of results from your business. Now, this stuff I'm about to show you now happens in steps. Okay, you need to do one, then do the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. But in all, they are just 4 steps that you need to follow in order to achieve this business growth. Now, these 4 steps can be applied to any business, no matter how small, no matter how big that business is, and no matter how medium size you think your business is. Whatever business you're in, even if it means growing your personal brand, even if it means growing your company, what you need to do to make that business growth happen, the marketing step that you need to follow in order to make that business growth to happen, is just 4. Okay, now the first one is you need to attract customers, you need to attract them, you need to have a system that retains them. Okay, and then you have to convert the people you've attracted into buyers, and then the step 4 is you ascend them and get them to buy more. Okay, now the first thing we're going to be looking at is attraction. Okay, it's attraction. Now, there's one thing I do whenever I'm marketing anything. I understand that people don't like to buy things because you ask them to buy stuff. Okay, people don't buy things because you ask them to buy stuff. Now, when you understand this, the moment you tell people to buy something, they don't usually agree to buy because they have this defense system that comes up each time people want to get them to buy stuff. So what you need to do is to make them want to buy. They should desire to buy. So good marketing, what good marketing does is to create desire in the mind of the customer. Now, if you consider iPhone, for instance, people want to get iPhone not because of the adverts. People want to get iPhone because they desire to have iPhone, desire to have it. They want to have it. They want to have it, show it off and all. All right. So what you need to understand is that to get people to buy, you do not chase them. All right. To get people to buy, you do not chase them. You need to pull them to you. They should come to you. You don't go to them. Okay. Now, if you understand this one secret, the moment you understand that what makes a good marketer different from somebody who is not that good in marketing is this one skill, the ability to pull people to himself or to herself or to the business. The ability to pull people is going to make you a better marketer than everybody out there. So how do you pull people to you? How do you get people to come and meet you rather than you chasing after them? Now, the one thing you need to do to achieve this particular stuff is to give value up front for free. Okay, you need to give value up front for free. No matter how small this value is, no matter how small this value is, you have to give people value for free in order to attract them. People love free. The power of free cannot be overemphasized. Now, there are 2 ways to give value upfront. I call this the 2 upfront value magnetic system. The 2 upfront value magnetic system. The first one is education-based attraction. All right. The first one is education-based attraction. The second one is diagnostic-based attraction. We're going to be taking them one by one. Now, the education-based attraction is the part where people who are not very good with marketing share flyers or make posters. All right, where they want to educate people about their business. They want to, start telling people about their business. We are in so place. This is what we do. Blah 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 blah. They try to educate people on what they do and all. But this is not the right way to educate. You don't educate trying to sell. You don't educate trying to sell. You disguise your education in a way that is going to make people to love you. Now, the best way to do this is not to tell people how great your product is, which is the mistake a lot of marketers do. They start to preach to people, trying to tell them that they have a pretty great product. This is not the way to go about it. What you need to do is to appeal to the selfish nature of customers. People are selfish. You need to appeal to this emotion in order to get them to buy. Now, one particular story I'm going to be telling you right now is going to make this very, very clear to you. There was a time I wanted to get a business account for my business. What I wanted to do was first register with CAC, all right, and then get a business account. So when I got to CAC, I met a lady. Now, this lady, what she did was to handle all the running around for me. He basically took all my documents and helped me to process my CAC documents. Now, at the end of this whole process, she now revealed that she works with a bank and she would want me to open an account with a bank because I now have my CAC documents ready and down, and because she has helped me get my documents down, now my mind was now zeroed in a way to try to compensate her for the effort she has put in my business. That particular point is where the sale is made. Now, she helped me get the CAC documents down and then now review. Now, I want you to understand the progression. She helped, she now reviewed what she was selling, and because she has helped, I felt the need to invest in her program. Now, every business has the CAC angle. Every business on this earth has an angle similar to the one this woman used on me. All right, even a guy who sells clothes in the market, even a guy who has a shop where he sells clothes, now simply starting a fashion tip based education is going to grow a tribe of people that are interested in what you have to say about fashion. It's going to grow a tribe of people that are interested and trust that you understand exactly how to combine clothes. And then these people are the kind of people, when you market like this, when you market based on education, when you educate people on your business, you grow what I call influence. Influence is going to get people to buy because you recommend a product and not because you sold to them. All right, the moment you educate people, they start seeing you as an authority, and then because they see you as that authority, you begin to have one very powerful weapon, and that weapon is called influence. The moment you become an influential person in any market, whatever thing you suggest for your followers to buy, they're going to buy it because it comes as a suggestion from you. All right, they don't buy because you sold to them. They buy because they want to buy. They buy because their leader has asked them to buy. You need to project that particular sense of being a leader in a marketplace in order to get people to see you as an influential person in that marketplace. The moment you start doing this, you start getting people buying because you ask them to buy, and buying because they want to buy from you and not because they were asked to buy. Now, the way to do this is to educate them using an education-based marketing. I told you exactly how to do it. Basically, how to have an education-based marketing in place is to help your potential customers before your customer gets to buy, before your customer gets to understand that you buy. You need to educate them. All right, someone who has a restaurant can start a blog where he educates on the benefit of each particular food that he sells in his shop, and then at the end of the whole stuff, he needs to project or probably tell people that he sells this particular meal in his restaurant. Now, the second way to get people to want to buy, is the diagnostic based attraction system. All right, now this particular system can be used alone, or if you want to use it with if you want to use it with the education-based attraction system, very, very wonderful. It works together with it. Now, the way this works is to offer a free service. Now, you have to understand the difference between the two. The first one is offering education upfront, attracting using education. Now, the second one is to offer a free service upfront. Okay, now it's likely just you can compare this to opening up a hole. Assuming somebody wants to get you want to sell, let's say you want to sell a shovel, for instance, and then basically what you need to do is offer a service that is going to require the use of a shovel. For instance, you could come to a place and then create a hole, knowing that because you've created this hole, somebody is going to need a shovel in order to cover up the hole. All right, now because you've created this hole, a need arises for your product. Now this is where your service comes up front. You need to provide a service that creates a hole that needs to be filled. Now, an example of this is free dental check. Now, this happened to me when I was in JSS 1. A group of dentists came to my school back then, and they ran tests on all of us. And during the course of the test was actually free dental test. During the course of the test, they discovered that I had a hole in my teeth. Now, a hole was discovered. The next service that they had to sell was to ask my parents to come in and then pay for a session to cover up the hole. Now, this is exactly how it works. You give people a service that is diagnostic in nature, and then this creates a hole that needs to be closed. All right. Now, for instance, someone who has a diet restaurant could have the whole creating service as a weight measurement. You take people's measurements and tell them that this particular weight you have now is not going to be nice for your health. This is what's going to do to your heart. It could probably give you stroke. We can create a diet system for you, and then you create a diet system and upsell them. Now you come with a free service that opens up a hole, okay, and then you upsell them with your paid service. Now the next one is the free measurement for suits. I mean, if you want to get someone to buy suits, this is a problem I have. I actually do not know the size of my shirts. I have this problem always buying. It's either my shirts are oversized or it's undersized. So what I do usually is I try to find out the size of the shirt that fits me very good. All right, so this is an angle that you could probably use to sell a suit. A lot of people don't know the body measurements for the suit they want to make. All right, so what you need to do at this point is to give them a free suit measurement, and then because they have these measurements given out to them for free that they can use anytime they want to, you can upsell them. Now anybody that comes in and wants to get a free measurement for suits is also going to need suits. All right, so this diagnostic based attraction system is a very, very cool way to get people to want to buy your premium stuff. All right, you need to be creative with this particular one. All right, so now when you start offering the education based system, and you also start offering the diagnostic based system, now you need to always retain the leads that come to you. All right, now leads are people that come to you for due to what you've been giving out to attract them, probably education or diagnosis. Now when we had this test, like I told you before, I had this dental test in school where I discovered I had a hole in my teeth. Now when we had that dental test, what they did was they took the contacts of our parents, like everybody who had a hole in their teeth, they took the contacts of their parents and then they called them at the end of the day. Now those contacts they took are called leads. These are what you need to retain when you're giving out education. For instance, you need to retain these contacts. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to retain this contact and then how to ascend them and get them to buy, how to convert this contact that you've retained using the two attraction system, how to retain this contact and then bridge them into conversion, how to get them to buy after you've retained them. The next video we're going to get into it very quickly, and then we're going to break this down.